Hello everyone, welcome to mvpvishwakosha. Today we are discussing 29th August 2025 current affairs. In that first point, that is about recent news, sand apocalypse, okay, that is in Arizona. So that is a massive hubbub, that is dust wall swept across the Phoenix metro, that is Arizona, USA, okay, turning a day into near darkness and slashing visibility to near zero. Okay, some of impact that wind gust and all, and also that flights briefly halted and tens of thousands and also lost power. Okay, and also down trees, traffic disruption, flash flooding in all that. Okay, so all this what for example perspective, this is haboob. Okay, that is a fast moving wall of dust driven by thunderstorm outflow or gust fronts, common in the US southwest during the North American monsoon. Okay, that is during summer. So that is a term from Arabic origin. That is meteorology. It denotes dust storms formed by storm outflows. Okay, and also in this, it is thunderstorm downdrafts spread out on hitting the ground. So strong outflow winds, aloft lows, desert dust, sand, and also advancing dust wall present as the storms lines can travel tens to 100 plus kilometer, and also drop visibility to near zero. So all that dry dust prone surface in the Sonoran desert, thunderstorm outflows of the monsoon season. Okay, and also some heavier rainfall burst and prolonged drifts can both increase dust availability and storm outflow strength. Okay, all that some of the impact, that is transport impact, power and infrastructure impact, health impact, public safety and messaging, all that Arizona's full aside, stay alive, all that camp again and all. So all that exam perspective, this is very important. Next news, that is about that is successful, that is SpaceX Starship test. Okay, the 10th flight. Okay, so in this, that is SpaceX Starship super heavy mega rocket completed its 10th test flight from Starbase, Texas. Okay, it achieved the first ever deployment of 8 dummy, that is a Starlink satellite, staged a successful re-entry, and both stages, that is ship and booster, both executed controlled splashdowns, and also though they later tipped and exploded on impact. So why it is important, because this flight validated key capabilities and also including payload deployment in space engine relied attachments and also re-entry protection and recovery procedures, and also a major leap after a string of earlier failures. And also its positions Starship close to enabling human mission to the moon and Mars, and imminent support for NASA's Artemis 3 mission and also lunar landing. Because some of the challenge in this, the spacecraft sustained damages to its heat shield and control surface during re-entry. Both stages ultimately tipped or exploded post splashdown and all. So in this, that is Starship is the most powerful rocket ever, boasting and also 17 million lbs of thrust from 33 Raptor engine, nearly double NASA's LS and more than Saturn V and all. So all that key capabilities tested, significance, all that is very important. Next news, that is about recent news, that is comprehensive modular survey. Okay, that is on education, that is conducted by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation in 2025. Okay, in this, that is April to June 2025, under the NSS 80th round by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay, via the National Statistics Office, that is methodology, that is sample size included 52,085 households and 57,742 students using computer assisted personal interviews and all. And this is aim to fill gaps in educational data and also spanning household spending on school education versus private coaching, enrollment types, and more. So in this enrollment trends, that government schools account for 55.9% of total enrollment. In rural areas, in this is 66%. And also in urban, only 30.1%. And also private unaided recognized schools make up to 31.9% nationwide. So in this very important that expenditure pattern also, government schools only 26.7% of student pay course fees. Average annual household spending, government schools that is rupees 2,863 per student, non-government schools or 25,000 per student. So urban versus rural spending, that is urban areas rupees 23,470, rural areas rupees 8,382. Okay, this is actually expenditure pattern. So private coaching, nearly one third, around 33% of school children are enrolled in private coaching, more prevalent in urban areas. Spending per student in coaching is urban 3,988, rural 1,793. So at higher secondary level, urban that is 9,950 and rural 4,548. So all that regional disparities, okay, in that Gujarat 20.8% of students take private coaching, below the nation average cost escalate sharply from 4,405 in pre-primary and to 49,405 in private sectors and secondary schools, compared to that is 22,694 in aided ones. So all that region wise, and also funding sources, around 95% educational expense are borne by family members. Okay, only 1.2% relies on government scholarship. And also that is Ministry of Strategic Program Implementation organized the All India Workshop of Trainers in Jaipur, led by Secretary Saurabh Garg, training field personnel for robust data collection using CAPI and all. So all that exam perspective, all this is important, that all that sample size, share of enrollment, private coaching and penetration, household expenditure data, all that is very important data driven policy inequality, assess physical burden, policy implications, all that is very important. Next is recent development, that is India US 2+2 internal intersessional dialogue. Okay, that is India and the US held 2+2 intersessional dialogue. Okay, that is virtually on August okay, this 26 2025 amid rising trade tension. Okay, and also this is very important, that is some of the theme that discussed in this is regional and global security, strategic cooperation covering defense, energy, trade and investment, emphasis on exploring critical minerals in collaboration, and also some major outcomes, that is agreement to launch a 10-year India-US major defense partnership framework under the broader compact initiative aimed at enhancing military coordination, technological collaboration and defense industry integration. So all that is very important, that 2+2 dialogue is conducted between External Affairs Minister and Defense Minister of India and US, enabling high level strategic discussion. Okay, and also some outputs that focus on critical minerals, defense, energy, trade and security, and also launch of 10-year defense that is partnership framework under the compact initiative. Okay, all that is very important, that is strategic and defense cooperation, resource diplomacy, institutional partnerships, economic trade landscape, all that is very important. Next news, that is about a recent green mobility initiative. Okay, at Hansalpur, Gujarat. Okay, that is the during the launch of Maruti Suzuki Made in India electric vehicle. Okay, battery production. So in this, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Okay, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated two transformational development at the Hansalpur, Ahmedabad district, Gujarat plant. Okay, that is already I discussed, right? That is flag off of Maruti Suzuki's first battery electric vehicle. That is e-Vitara, manufactured entirely in India and destinated for exporter to 100 countries, and also launch of localized production of hybrid battery electrodes and all. Also aiming for nearly 80% of value localization of lithium ion batteries. Okay, at the Toshiba Deno Suzuki plant. Okay, all that Ansalpur Ambedkar, that is Ahmedabad district, Gujarat, that key launches and all, all that, and also export reach. Okay, that is 100 countries including Europe, Japan and all. Also battery localization up to 80% via electrode level production, and strategic alignment support Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and also strategic significance that position India as a global hub for green mobility. All that is themes and analytical angles, industrial growth and export, strategic clean mobility, and FDI and international collaboration, policy implications, all that it is very important. Next news, that is about a recent it is a phone call between India's PM Modi and Finland's President Alexander Stubb. Okay, so in this, Prime Minister Narendra Modi received a telephonic call from Finland's President Alexander Stubb. So in this, discussed the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and also that is emphasizing diplomacy and peaceful resolution, and also agreed on strengthening India-European Union cooperation across trade, technology, and global governance. And also that is a participant, that is PM Narendra Modi and President Alexander Stubb, and also focus areas: Ukraine peace efforts and India-European Union relations, trade, technology, governance. All that is very important, and global diplomatic roles. That is, India affirmed its position as a key diplomatic actor, advocating peaceful conflict resolution and reinforcing ties with that is European Union partners, and India-European Union strategic alignment, multilateral stability and governance, policy and strategic gains. All that it is very important. Next news, that is about recent news about Turkey's steel dome. Okay, that is air defense system. Okay, in that Turkey officially delivered the steel dome, a multi-layered domestically developed air defense system, to its military forces. The milestone included ceremonial handover of 47 vehicles worth USD 460 million at the SCN facility in Ankara. That is very important that President Erdogan described the event as a turning point in Turkey's defense autonomy, calling the system its security umbrella that will inspire confidence among allies and deterrence among adversaries. Okay, it is Erdogan also announced that US $1.5 billion investment into new defense tech hub, also excellence all the technology base, which will Europe largest integrated air defense production facility, expected to operational by mid 2026. All that is very important. Exam perspective, that name, that is steel dome, okay, related to which country, and also that is multi technological feature, multi-layered integration, AI driven C2 domestic design, collaboration, strategic vision, and next steps are all that is very important. And also that integrated and future ready air defense, strategic autonomy in defense, AI and indigenous command structure, regional security and deterrence, defense industrial expansion, export and strategic flagship. All that it is very important. Next news, that is about recent news, that is development surrounding exercise Bright Star 2025. So India is set to deploy over 700 personnel from India's armed force and the integrated defense staff to participate in the exercise Bright Star 2025. Okay, it is a major multilateral tri-service military exercise hosted by Egypt in collaboration with the United States. Okay, from the August 28 to September 10th, 2025. The 19th edition featured participation from 43 countries, 13 with active contingents, 30 observers, and involves live firing drills, command post exercise, short training modules, and expert level interactions to bolster interoperability and regional security. So all that that is Egypt is the host country and the USA, and participant scope 43 countries, Indian contingent 700 personnel across Army, Navy, Air Force, and IDS and all that activities, live firing, command post exercise, short training drills, SME interactions, and all. Strategic aim that foster tri-service synergy and enhance interoperability and strengthen regional security. All that is very important. And defense diplomacy, multilateral partnership, tri-service integration, interoperability. All that is very important. Next news, that is recent development in that is Goa, India, that will host the FIDE Chess World Cup 2025. So the international chess federation FIDE has confirmed that FIDE Chess World Cup 2025 will be held in Goa, India from 30 October to 27 November 2025. It is a knockout tournament featuring 206 players and a total prize fund of USD 2 million. Winners of the top three positions will qualify for the 2026 candidate tournament. And also this marks the first time in 23 years that India will host a prestigious event, and also the last being in Hyderabad in 2002, which was won by Vishwanath Anand. Okay, very important. Goa was chosen due to its scenic beaches, vibrant culture, and warm hospitality, making it a compelling venue for an international chess. Okay. Also, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called it as a proud moment for Indian chess and highlighted the rising popularity of the sports among youth. He acknowledged India's growing structure as a global chess powerhouse. And also, tournament will feature top names including world champion D. Kukesh, top team Magnus Carlsen. Okay, though his participation is uncertain, and also R. Pragnananda, Fabino Caruana, and others, okay, from over 90 countries. And also the format include 8 knockout rounds with the top 50 seeds entering in round 2, and classical games followed by rapid blitz tie breaks if needed. A procedural delay initially postponed the host city announcement. Goa was finally confirmed just 2 months before the event. So Goa, India, all that chess, all that related FIDE and all, very important. Next news, that is about recent landslide tragedy at Mathavaishnavidevitemple pilgrimage route in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so heavy rains over several days triggered a devastating landslide near Indraprastha Bhojanalaya at Ardakuvari, around halfway along the Tirthukunta Hills pilgrimage path. Initial report cited 5 to 14 casualty and multiple injuries. The death toll rose significantly as rescue operation continued. Also, authorities confirmed that 34 pilgrimages lost their lives in Vaishnav Devi route. The overall death toll in Jammu Kashmir due to landslide and flood stands 41. All that wider impact, all that torrential rain caused flash floods, collapsing infrastructure disrupted telecom road and rail networks across the region. All that several rivers, Tavi, Chenab, Jhelum reached danger levels. Okay, operational challenges, that rescue effort hampered by ongoing downpour and treacherous terrain, missing youth swept by away in related landslide near Mans Lake, including one recovered, two still missing. Okay, all that Jammu Kashmir government effort, all that relief announcement, all that is landslide at Vaishnav Devi pilgrimage route, all that is very important. That is about the 29th August 2025 current affairs. Thank you. Support me for further videos so that I can analyze all the topics required for UPSC and all competitive exams. Thank you.